Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today for the formal declaration of intention to vie for the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives in the forthcoming 10th Assembly. My gratitude to Almighty Allah for enabling me to serve my country for 3 decades now, and to the people who have supported me throughout this journey, especially my constituents who have shown me support and brought me to where I am today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, after my declaration as winner of the supplementary election and subsequent issuance of a certificate of return, I have consulted widely and been approached by many Nigerians, mostly my colleagues, who urged me to declare my intention to contest for the Speakership of the House of Representatives in the 10th Assembly. They believe I'm among the qualified candidates for the job, not just because I'm deserving, but because I have the capacity and the experience to deliver on the expectations of millions of Nigerians who believe that our democracy must be led by competent and experienced hands and leaders. Fellow Nigerians, I am a strong and committed party man and have stated it categorically clear in other fora, and here I want to repeat that because of my absolute loyalty to the party, the APC, and my unflinching respect for the party's supremacy, my ambition will be predicated only on the condition that the party zones the speakership position to the Northwest Zone, which is my immediate political constituency. I have realized that it is necessary to heed the call of the people who believe in my capacity and to seek the office of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. I am committed to working with my colleagues and all Nigerians to deliver on their expectations and to preside over the House to the best of my ability and in the overall interest of the people of Nigeria. I have paid my dues. I want to repeat, I have paid my dues. It is time to reward my stewardship to both the Parliament and the nation. Kindly permit me to take you a little down memory lane. That in 2011 to 2015, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, had majority in the House and controlled the leadership in that dispensation, while Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila was nominated by the Southwestern Caucus of their minority leader to be the minority leader. From 2015 to 2019, when our great party, the All Progressive Congress, APC, formed majority in the House, it was also natural that the minority leader transit to majority leadership position. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with due respect to my colleagues and due respect with the tradition of the House and the Parliament, if you will recall, then the moment this convention was proposed, I personally agreed to step down from the majority leader position, which I was earlier tipped for, and settled for the chief whip position to give room for Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila to assume the position of majority leader of the 8th House of Representatives. Fast forward to 2019-2023, 9th Assembly, in keeping pace with the convention of the House, when the speakership position was also zoned to the southwestern part of this country, it was only natural that my brother and good friend, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the then majority leader, was the only one adopted for the speakership position. That is now history. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my respected colleagues, there is a lot to learn from this brief narrative. Our superlative speaker has been in the House since 2003 till date and rose through the ranks to become what he is today. To be very specific, to become the Speaker of the 9th House of Representatives, a very able and amiable speaker of our great house. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we cannot sweep under the carpet the cognate legislative experience, the requisite parliamentary background, and interpersonal relationship with his colleagues, developed and nurtured over his almost 20 years sojourn in the House, has been manifested in his leadership style and prowess in the Ninth Assembly. I am tempted to ask you this very good question. Is history trying to repeat itself? I believe the answer is obviously yes. Just like our Speaker, I'm also serving out my 5th term in the House of Representatives. I have served as Chief Whip, House of Representatives 2015 to 2019, and currently Majority Leader of the House of Representatives, working very harmoniously with my Speaker, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. By the special grace of God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I stand out as the oldest serving member from the Northwest Zone in the House, and with the support of my colleagues, I am the leader of the Northwest and the leader of the APC caucus in the current House of Representatives. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe, God willing, I will be the Speaker that will see through the implementation of the Renewed Hope 2023 Action Plan for a Better Nigeria, anchored by our amiable father, tested President-elect Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I will leave no stone unturned to galvanize the support of the House to ensure the actualization of the laudable programs and policies of the President-elect, our daddy, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration. I plead with my colleagues from the zone, specifically, and to extend to me, that they should extend to me as a privilege, not by right, the same Gbajabiamila treatment, because as the saying goes, what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, every 4 years, a new leadership is elected in the National Assembly to lead the 2 chambers of the Assembly. The 9th House of Representatives, led by Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, has done a commendable job in ensuring fruitful legislative sessions throughout its tenure, to which I have contributed immensely. I am humble and enthusiastic about the numerous calls from Nigerians to lead the institution they believe I have vast experience in. And I believe it is time for me to answer this great clarion call. If I may digress a little from the draft, I want to borrow the humble example and the very humble words of the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that MLA con. MLA con. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as the institution of the legislature is concerned, I want to borrow his words humbly, that MLA con, that it is my turn this time around. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my mission statement will definitely be pondered on the quest to strengthen the role of Parliament towards effective representation while restoring the public confidence and participation in governance by way of facilitating, coordinating, monitoring, and evaluating strategies for public involvement in governance and in government businesses, to ensure that the House conducts its business in a transparent and accountable manner, where every member of the House is held responsible and accountable by the people he represents. Of course, we have to map out strategy as to how to go about achieving some of these mission statement. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my respected colleagues, I believe with your support, we will strategize to initiate and formulate legislative bills considering the needs and aspirations of the people. Monitor the country's development strategy through oversight of the National Planning Commission. Coordinate, monitor, and evaluate the various sectoral policies and programs for efficient and effective performance through periodic oversight engagements by our standing committees. I believe our robust members who have come from different backgrounds of lives will have the ability to deliver on the performances of those standing committees. We will also work towards ensuring that timely tabling of government business on the floor of the Parliament is ensured. Monitor and evaluate the implementation of government plans, programs, and strategies. Facilitate the review and promulgation of legislation and regulations for national development. We will insist to undertake such research as may be necessary to enhance the collaboration between Parliament and other arms of government. This is very key and critical because the legislature alone cannot form the government. The executive arm of government is also only a component of the government, but the collaboration and the working together of the three arms of government is what provides an effective and responsive government. We will facilitate the development and implementation of citizen-centered collaboration, collaborative interface with other state and non-state actors on matters relating to the legislature. We will also provide strategic leadership for the development of the medium-term plan of Parliament in consultation with National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. Distinguished ladies and members of the press, our style of leadership will always be an all-inclusive style of leadership. I believe we are going to operate on a platform or an institution that will have at heart the principle of first among equals. For me, we are equal. I don't even believe that we have first among ourselves. We are equals because all of us have come from our respective constituencies to represent our good people in the capacity that we are meant to do based on the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is therefore my conviction and commitment that if elected the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives, we will ensure cohesion and harmonious working relationships among the three arms of government. I believe that as a seasoned legislator, and I am uniquely positioned to unite and stabilize the House, while creating an avenue for all actors to play vital and critical roles to stabilize the polity. I am determined to work according to the principle of checks and balances among all sectors to ensure that the House conducts its business for the people and by the people's representatives. My vision is obviously to lead a House that is committed to promoting good governance, transparency, and accountability in all legislative processes and undertakings. We will also ensure that every Nigerian, irrespective of their social class, creed, or background, has a voice and is represented conspicuously in the House and by extension in the National Assembly. I envision a House that is responsible and responsive to the needs of Nigerians and is committed to delivering quality legislation that will have positive impact on the lives of our great people in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, my tenure will obviously rekindle hope, answer many unanswered questions, and uphold all the ideals that this House is charged by the Constitution to preserve and protect. I will ensure justice for all. I want to repeat, I will ensure justice for all. Domestic tranquility, promote the general welfare of all members, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity so that children born today and those yet unborn will live into the next century, and our decisions will determine their very good future. We shall promote the freedom of press. My brothers, we will promote the freedom of press. I want to repeat, we will promote the freedoms of press, and we will ensure the post-estate of the RIM, which is an institution as well, operates and works without any let or hindrance as far as the legislative institution and by extension, the polity is concerned. I want to repeat at this moment off record that I'm a proud member of the media, and I will remain a proud member of the media. I will in fact look at the media as my secondary constituency while I serve as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. We shall promote I have enjoyed working with Mr. Speaker. I mean the Speaker of the 9th House of Representatives, my boss, my friend in court. I call him a friend in court because when you have a boss, he cannot be a friend again. But I call him a friend because he's an amiable leader and he's humble. He doesn't mind when I keep on calling him a friend, a friend, a friend. And I want to repeat today, my friend, Femi Bajabiamila. In achieving historic feats in the passage of several bills, including the Petroleum Industry Bill, which by history you may all recall that in the 8th Assembly, I chaired the committee on the Petroleum Industry Bill. And today in the 9th House of Representatives, as leader of the House, I led debate because it came as an executive bill from the government of President Muhammadu Buhari. We have succeeded in entrenching that as a legislation, and I'm proud to be a party to that legislative process. My dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Nigerians, it is therefore I have no greater official honor for me than to stand today here before you, ladies and gentlemen, Nigerians, and declare my intention to serve as next Speaker of the House of Representatives in the 10th National Assembly, and I so declare. My respected colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from the 4th of July, 1992 till date, having successfully securing the mandate of my people, the competence of my people to continue to represent them in this very exalted capacity as member of the House of Representatives. I forgot I would have brought to you my 7 different writs of return, certificate of return, to show to you here as track record. I want to believe that primarily my constituents do not judge me as someone who has high temperament. But that is notwithstanding. Someone else may see me as such. But for me, I want to say that to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge, that I am a low-level person, humble, with all sense of respect to my colleagues and even beyond.